to me. All right, are we gonna start this?
All right.
Or have we already started
It's
this?
already started. What's going on? My name's Paul.
I'm Chad.
And this is the first All In movie review. And what a movie to start off with.
I'm excited.
So, Chad...
No way this thing's garbage.
Chad, your wife is a huge fan of what show?
First of all, I never call my wife huge. For the record.
A big fan.
For posterity.
Loves it.
She's a very elegant fan.
Fancy lady.
Yeah, fancy lady. Yeah, loves it. Forces me to watch it. I mean, invites me to watch it with her. It's a lot of fun. They are pretty cool Ghost Bros. The thing I like about them is I can't tell if they're really putting me on and trying to make me think they're legit, and they know they're not. Like they're spoofing on themselves. But I think they're serious because obviously this guy's buying real estate.
What's funny is you never said the name of the show.
Oh, it's Steam House.
Ghost Hunters is what I was looking for. Ghost Hunters. So Ghost Hunters.
Not Ghost Hunters. Ghost Hunters is the plumbers. This is Ghost Adventures.
Difference.
Some people are plumbers, and this dude's just on steroids.
Or
was.
Geez. Wait,
Allegedly.
so Ghost Hunters. Wait.
Allegedly.
Is
My
it Ghost
lawyer said do
Adventures?
this if I do anything. He knew it.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well,
Ghost Adventures is the show that features Zach Baggins and his wily cast of cohorts as they try to unravel the greater mysteries that haunt places like Nantucket and certain music out
is it
west.
for sure Ghost Adventures?
It's
Not
Ghost
Ghost
Adventures.
Hunters?
I swear, Ghost Hunters is Jason and the one dude, Grant, and they're plumbers. They're plumbers by day. They're ghost hunters by night.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
That
Ghost
sounds really
hunters.
awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
Don't worry, I'll edit all this out so nobody
Yeah.
will ever know.
It's TAPS is their organization. These guys don't have an organization. That's
what it
Ghost
is.
Hunters. This is not those people.
TAPS is the one I like.
Right.
Ghost-
They seem legit because they're always going in there going, nah, you're not haunted. You just
Yeah.
got bad roof. All this stuff.
This shit isn't real.
Like, why didn't they ever have a home improvement like up with them? Like, we saw your shit on Ghost Hunters, and we're gonna tear out this and put in a nice little sub nook.
And you gotta move like a haunted bus. You move a haunted bus, and what's move that bus? And there's like some ghosts that go
Scooby Doo
over there.
band, and it was Uncle Jinky the whole time.
Dude, yeah, TAPS is the good one.
Right.
These
These guys. Hey, first of all, I'm not saying these guys aren't good. There's entertainment value. I just can't figure out if they're spoofing or if they're really, because they come up with these devices and they're like, it's always like this ghost machine, like this ghost box that lets them speak. Like, okay, Uncle Earl, are you here? And the whole time it's
Not
going,
3 times.
it's going, and then they slow it down, and Zach goes, in the background, undetectable to the human ear, but ironically, the same time I got that chills
Down my spine.
yeah,
bro.
it said Zach Bacon.
Baggins.
I'm Baggins. I'm Baggins. Close. Even the ghosts have trouble with it.
So, long story short, this is a movie that Zach Baggins or Baggins, we're still not sure.
Are we gonna watch the trailer?
We're getting to it.
So I didn't know if that was out or not.
Zach Baggins.
Let's call him
we
Baggins.
gotta, okay,
I like
Zach
Baggins.
Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins, Zach Baggins. So Zach Baggins,
Ghost Bro Baggins.
Ghost Bro Baggins made a movie in 2000. He bought the house in 2014.
Oh, yeah.
He
date.
bought the
What are we in?
house
2018?
2018. I think it was 2014.
4 years ago. How long does it take to make?
Long time. I mean, it's gonna take me 15 days just to put this up, and it's
Okay.
only gonna be 10 minutes long. So just imagine.
Should we say the date for posterity just so we can see?
No, never say the date. It's probably never gonna come out. So, Bilbo Baggins. Ghost Bro Baggins. He made a documentary. Like, this is all supposed to be exactly what happened. You know, he's recorded everything that happened with a little bit of stuff mixed in there.
But is it? Anyways,
I
I'm
think-
gonna suspend my disbelief and doubt, and I'm going along.
I think it's supposed to be more realistic than Ghost Adventures. Yeah, Ghost Adventures. So, anyways, let's get into the trailer. If we don't start the trailer, we're never gonna get, because we still have to watch the movie, and it's almost my bedtime. So,
It's 6:30 on
nah,
Wednesday.
and that's my bedtime. Let's go ahead and get into this trailer.
I can't.
Let's.
I came to kill, I'm going to kill now.
On the kill. I can kill.
I'm Zach Bagans.
Bagans.
I'm one of the
Damn
world's
it.
leading researchers on ghosts and demonology. And this film is cursed.
Walks into town.
Hell is real. Yeah, he doesn't even drive in there.
Walks in the snow.
View at your own risk.
I'm here to buy
Makes international news.
And chew ghost ass.
And I'm all out.
The next day, over the phone, I buy the house, sight unseen.
So, sight unseen. So is this just gonna be Amityville Horror?
Police investigation.
I hope so.
Run into anything like
It's
that.
the best we can hope
He's
for.
got the keys to the demon house. You think it's dangerous for me to be in the house?
He bought the house sight unseen. Got a ride from a very ghetto Uber driver. What could go wrong?
They called 911. They called 911. They did.
There was an unidentifiable voice. I only heard it on the recording.
Who in there?
Who in there?
Who in there?
With the crucifix on her head, she began convulsing.
There was a 6 engraved in our back.
Exiled priest. Skeletons are in his closet.
Oh my god.
Dustin.
Extreme violence.
What just happened? You attacked Jay.
That was some extreme violence. He pushed him a little bit, dude.
I'm gonna
His eyes glowing.
Why is it spiking?
You were just around my house and you see 3 police cars.
Zach Bacon. I want
Bagans. Bagans. Oh, shit. So the ghost, the demon followed him back?
In order to see, that's what makes it spooky, is that at the end, there's a picture on the end of the trailer of actual, like, you know, Baphomet walking down the hall.
Baphomet.
Baphomet?
Baphomet? Bahamut.
B words are hard.
Bahamut. So that was a trailer. Interesting.
Learned a lot.
I mean, there's nothing left, but so now what we're going to do after seeing the trailer, where I still don't know what to expect. I don't really know what
he pulled up, and that dude with the do-rag, that fine, outstanding citizen, was like, "Don't go in there." Like when people tell you, like locals, like he's not like some like chirpy dude. This guy's like, "Listen, man, I grew up here. Don't go in here."
Yeah. Like,
too late. I bought it. Silence.
I bought it. I paid $34,000. Did not even think about it twice. Man, I wish I just had $34,000.
You think there's some investor somewhere that was like, "I loan that dude $34,000."
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Actually, that's a good point.
Aren't we about to pay $6 for this movie?
$7.
We're chipping in.
$7.
Dude, you told me 6. I brought 3 cash.
Well, I'll get the turtles out. All right. So yeah, that's the other thing.
Donate if you can. Can you pop up a charity link at the bottom of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop up my my that thing called I can't Patreon.
URL.
I'm gonna pop up my Patreon. Send me $7, and I'll watch it as many times as you send me $7.
If each of you send $7 that watch this video, and we end up with like $36,
we'll watch it 6 times.
We'll get drunk and watch it next time. We just couldn't afford the booze.
Yeah, I guess we could watch it one more time and spend $30 on booze.
And
buy fancy booze though. Like our booze is like $10 for a jug.
Right.
You know? So we could have 3 jugs.
And 2 hot and readies.
Yeah. That's only $10. Anyways, let's go get to
let's
go get into this movie.
Let's see what we can do. We might get Taco Bell.
We're about to go get in this movie, and
Taco Bell sponsor right here. Can you pop in a logo right there? Editing. Taco Bell. Cash.
That'd be badass. Anyways,
I am the Taco King.
We'll be back.
All right.
We'll be back. Bye. All right. So, we're back. We've watched the movie. Demon House. We got our boy Zach over there. That's actually him in front of the Demon House itself. So,
R.I.P.
All right. R.I.P. Demon House. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Somebody in that picture behind us didn't make it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
That's all we're going to say. One
of the 2 characters in the back gets demolished.
The house or Baggins
gets demolished and put in a storage shed.
Good news is still buckets and buckets of its remains. Storage shed somewhere.
Buckets and buckets. That was so weird. So all right, let's go ahead and get into it instead of just rambling on. That's okay. So would you say pay to rent the movie? Would you buy the movie, rent the movie, watch it if it's free on something, or never watch the movie? What do you give it?
Yes.
All the above.
First of all, I would recommend the movie to anybody who's into these kind of things, like ghost hunters, ghost adventures, stuff like that. Check out the movie. It gives you a little bit more history background. There may have actually been some things happen. We have some somewhat credible state government people who we trust a lot.
Yeah, trust the government, of course. That's what we always say.
100%. You call in Child Protective Services and your kid does a ninja moonwalk across the ceiling, it's gonna get documented, and we're that right there is worth the price of admission. Just that intriguing aspect, because that in some court documents somewhere, that is a thing.
One kid supposedly backward walked up a wall, and it was, I mean, like
Vanessa Williams says no allegedly to it. It happened, and she ain't going back near that kid.
I wouldn't go back near that kid either. Like there was some there, so I would say honestly, if I'm being for real, I'd say don't waste your $7. I would say wait.
There's a thing down here. We need people to donate to the cause, and you're telling them not to waste their money.
But that's what we do. We're wasting our money, so you don't have to. So what I'm saying is definitely watch the movie once it comes to something for free. Like it's gonna come, dude. It's gonna come to Netflix. I have no doubt in my mind that it's gonna come to Netflix or Hulu or something else. Watch it on that. Like,
but what I'm saying is pay your dues, man. If you want Zach here, look how scared he is. He's like, no, don't. He's like, whoa, not to pay. Yeah, dude, it's a consumer society. Pay up, watch the movie. Don't be a leech. I know you're paying like $18 a month or whatever on Netflix. I don't know. I steal people's passwords. It's easy.
It's easy to do.
Yeah. Dude, I got like 4 Netflix accounts. You need one?
Yeah.
Are you paying for Netflix?
Yeah.
Let's get this right. You're paying rent and you're paying for Netflix.
I'm an idiot, dude.
Now you're telling people, let me pay for stuff and don't pay. Anyways,
so they don't have to pay.
Okay. So what I'm saying is that if you can wait that long and you want to wait for Netflix and you don't want to pay, you want to be a movie squatter? Wait for that. But
so Chad's saying wait for Netflix too.
I'm saying rush right out and rent the movie. I'm saying this.
Buy the movie is what he's saying. I should have paid the $12. As soon as I clicked rent, which was $7, I immediately told him, I was like, I fucked up, dude. I could have just paid the $12 and I'd own this movie. Yeah, $6 more to own this movie.
You know, it's not like a bad movie, like as far as like yeah, I mean, it was put together decent. He really toned down the bro in it, you know. So don't let the bro throw you off. He toned that down. There was a couple times that like he got a little bit, you know, ghost adventure-y.
Yeah.
But he tried to keep it really about the house and the people around it, and I respect him for that. And that's what I'm saying. If you're into this kind of thing, $6. I mean, you're gonna spend $6 on, you know, fake Ghostbuster ectoplasm probably.
It's cheaper than going to the movies.
Right.
Going to the movies like
you don't have to interact with people.
Yeah, that's the best.
And you may get cursed watching it. What other show can you possibly get cursed?
Oh my
watching?
god, the warning at the beginning of the movie is the best thing about the movie. Like they popped up this warning and I was like, damn, that is the best thing about this movie.
I said a prayer. I mean, I have the love of Christ in my heart. I love the Lord Jesus Christ. He kept me safe during that movie. But if you're on the fence, like if you're not sure about Jesus and you're watching this movie unprotected spiritually, you have no spiritual condom at all, man, and you better at least have a praying granny.
Yeah. It said multiple times that it could get through to you electronically.
Through your electronic.
Yeah, so I'm like, so you're telling me that it can get to me electronically, and I'm electronically consuming this. That's how I'm getting it. It's coming through the electronic airwaves.
So what's next? Like you get herpes through porn? I don't.
Yes.
Does it work the same?
I mean, I guess if you're sharing a sex robot. Yeah. So we have not talked very much about the movie. Just to be a movie review.
I'm sorry. I've never done a movie review, and I think this is the first Aul In movie review. So how do you know we're not nailing the movie review perfectly?
Because we've barely talked about the movie.
We talked about watching it.
We've talked about is it worth buying? Pretty much.
You've kind of went back to that, but I've tried to go down some rabbit trails, and you're like, no, are we buying this movie or not? So once you've either stolen it, pirated it, you know, rent it from the Chinese, whatever you're doing, waiting for Netflix.
So my thing about the movie is, at no point, and I said this to Chad, it's an hour and a half long. Perfect movie length. Like a movie very rarely needs to be over an hour and a half long. Like, I mean, it doesn't.
The greatest movie of all time was longer than 2.
I don't want to go into that. That's gonna be a whole nother rabbit trail. We don't have the time. We do not have the time for that movie.
All right.
So,
can we do a movie review on that some other time? I think. Okay.
Anyways, so it at no point.
Wait. I'm hearing just seriously, dude. I just heard some women talking. Did you?
I did.
I don't know if we can run that back later. Where's our time lapse on this thing? We're about 6 minutes in.
Yeah, definitely.
Go back and watch the audio.
In.
Zach's freaked out. He's like,
Zach is still freaking out over there.
That was weird, by the way.
At no point did I want.
never have liked this house. I used to live in this house before. I don't like it.
Why?
The other room. I saw a UFO outside one time. For real. We'll get back to the movie. I saw a UFO outside one time, and there was always like noises in the house.
Oh yeah, there's always. I told you about my freaky dreams.
Yeah.
And this is. I'm sure this will only help.
I'm worried about you. You may have opened the gateway. See, that's what I'm saying. What else could you spend $6 on and open a gateway? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what you want, is to open a gateway?
No, I mean, not that you want it, but I'm just saying value.
There's value in the gateway.
Which would you rather have open, a $6 gateway or a free gateway?
Probably the free one. I mean, if I'm going to open up a gateway anyways.
You know what kind of cheap-ass ghosts are going to come in a free gateway?
The same cheap-ass ghost, $6 cheap-ass ghost?
Whatever, man.
Should have paid the $12 and then they would have been good ghosts.
Yeah, high dollar ghosts. So Zach goes, so he finds out about this exorcism that happened. That's what really drew his attention, the national attention, was that there was an exorcism. Tracks down the priest that did it. He's got issues. Some of the cops who investigated it, stuff happened to them. 2 of the caseworkers for the Child Protective Services people got jet ski accidents and all kind of crap. Yeah, so one dude got cancer.
So what he's saying is everybody that was involved with this house, something bad happened to them, like an illness, something physical happened to them, like car wrecks, like just bad stuff. Some people tried to commit suicide afterwards.
It could be coincidence, I get it, but it's a commonality. They all were affected in a negative way after this happened. Now, not causation that caused it to happen, but it's documented that these things happen to these people.
And that's a weird coincidence. Like it is. It's something. It is something to think about, and it's all documented. And so I have no problem with the stuff around it. It's just Zach is so awesome. He's just great, so awesome.
I love that guy.
The movie was good. I mean, I enjoy documentaries. If you enjoy documentaries at all, like even if you don't, I think this was actually pretty good at making it not. It's definitely not dry. At no point was I bored. No. Like I don't think there's any part of the movie that's actually boring. I think that for a documentary, like, and they have this goat demon outfit thing that they use multiple times. It looks pretty good. And there are.
You know what? I think the kooky cop was actually the goat demon. If they just Scooby-Doo the goat demon mask, I guarantee you they had the kooky cop playing it.
Oh,
he was too jazzed up, man. You'll see. There's a weird cop in there.
And he's got only one tooth and it's like this wide.
It's that wide, it kind of juts out. And then in other scenes, it's kind of hidden away. He's pretty good, man. That guy's good.
He's good. So there are a couple scenes. So it's not a very scary movie, but I will say the end of the movie, once he actually does his. So at the very end of the movie, the last 15 minutes, he actually stays in the house by himself. He boards himself up, like boards everything shut so he can't escape.
I mean, unless he runs at the particle board and it flies off.
And really smashes into it.
But yeah, for effect.
And he turns out all the lights and he like goes into the basement and all this other crazy shit. I'll say that whole scene, that last 15 minutes was actually pretty intense. So there's a lot of build up. Like I know some people, like they need their scares like fast and loose. They need the whole thing to be scary. That's not what this movie is. Don't go into this movie thinking that it's going to be this terrifying thing this whole time. It's more letting you know, like it's more of a think piece. Like, hey, could this happen? This house is the most well documented.
Yeah, I don't think it'll turn any skeptics, into thinking, wow, demons are real. There is life after death or whatever they surmise from this thing. But I do think it's intriguing and like the story behind it, all the stuff they use to back it up. And then it builds into, like you said, that last climactic time frame where He's like, okay, we've seen enough. I've been affected. This guy's been affected. Everybody's been affected. Weird stuff's happened. I'm just going to go in. But if you watch Ghost Adventures, he does a lot of investigating with different devices and gadgets and trinkets, and he's got noise machines, spirit boxes, and K5 meters, and all kind of weird stuff. And in this one, it's more of a simple investigation. He just locks himself in with his video camera and goes down with it. You know?
Yeah, no EVP reading, nothing. Like it's literally just him and a camera, pretty much.
And I think he does that because he's convinced that he doesn't have to prove things are going on. That's been proven. Let's see what happens to me. It was like he kind of like offered himself to the house in the most perverse way. We're not going to ruin that, but yikes. You know, yikes. So that's why he's making that face right there.
Personally, I don't like Ghost Adventures. Like, I don't watch it. I like
my wife makes me watch it.
I like making fun of it. Like, we grew up making fun of it, and it just...
Wait, what? You didn't tell me that you made fun of it.
I grew up making fun of it. Like, bro, did you just feel that, bro? Like, it was great. It was great. It was great. But I didn't like watching it.
There's a certain amount of credibility in the ghost hunting community. Now I'm sitting here endorsing. I'm with a known skeptic and cynic, I would say.
Well, he himself said he was a skeptic.
That changes everything.
He himself said he was a skeptic, supposedly.
Okay.
So I'll say that, like, even if you're not a fan of Ghost Adventures, is what I was getting at. Right. I think you can still enjoy this movie.
Or if you grew up anti Ghost Adventures, apparently,
you can still enjoy this movie. I found it like he was not overbearing. Like, no, there was a couple cheesy things. I'm not gonna say there isn't, but it wasn't overbearing. I like what they did. Right. I liked it as a documentary, as the information that was giving. I thought it was very well done. But I also like that he constantly showed failure.
Yeah.
I mean, half the movie is failure. Like, people just not agreeing to be in his documentary. Like,
which I believe the reason for that is that there's some big, producer or something going on that was like dissuading. Like, there was somebody else working on this project in a different way or a different format, opposed and not connected to. There was one time that some people were calling him, telling him he needed to give up the investigation or whatever. And, who knows how much of that's actual whatever, but, obviously the house has drawn some ire. He, got in on it by buying the house. I thought that was a bold move, like staying ahead of the
sight
people
unseen.
Who are trying to, sight unseen. And, Sarate.
Sarate.
Signed that ditty on the running kind.
Yeah, do that.
Unseen. And,
didn't even know there were squatters in there.
Right,
Bought it.
Right.
And
befriended the squatters. There was one point they had keys and he didn't.
He had to get his keys from the squatters. Right. I don't know how that works.
So, in summary, not to make this thing drag on too long, if you're into Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, that kind of thing, Demon House, it's not exactly like just an episode of that, which I liked.
Yeah.
Has a lot of backstory and stuff, but hey, the best thing about movie reviews is judge for yourself. Because my opinion, his opinion are very different. We happen to agree on this one. But what matters is your opinion. Donate to the link. Go watch Demon.
Spend your $7. Give us $7, and we'll find.
You know what? Here's the deal. If you're not gonna spend the $7 on Demon House, donate it here because we did. You can watch it on Netflix.
I like that idea. Actually, yeah. Don't spend your $7 on Demon House. Wait for it to be on Netflix. Give the money to us.
Burgers.
I like that. Yeah, cheeseburgers. Like I said, we were talking about earlier. We can buy that cheap liquor.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Paul, thanks for inviting me for a movie review.
I appreciate you coming over.
I'm not sure if this will ever see the light of day, but I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, I'll never sit down and edit it. But it was a lot of fun sitting in front of this camera and watching the movie with you.
I'll tell you what, man. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Zach, man, keep it real. Keep doing it, man.
Yeah, guys, go out, watch this movie.
Let us know what you think in the comments below.
Yeah.
Well, below the link.
Drop us a comment down below. Let us know, did you pay money to rent? And if you didn't, did you send that money to us?
It's all we care about, really.
It's really the money is why we do it. The money. Anyways,
that's true.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe too. And if any of my friends are out there, I don't have a YouTube page, but Aul In, where it's at. Great video content. If you like into games, Paul's a great guy. He gets great guests, gives great videos. It's all around good time.
And hopefully,
I love you, buddy.
I love you too. And hopefully, we'll have to definitely do the movie thing.
Yeah.
But next time we're gonna have to have some drinks. Drinking and Taco Bell.
Gotta figure out how to put some background action in here. I want to be on a beach. We'll do it next time.
Yeah, we tried to do a background and it didn't work. It liked Chad too much and kept kicking me out.
It's this shiny ass head. Look at this thing, man. You remember how I told you I exude degreaser and wax? So I got that ultra buff shine all the time.
How do we know it wasn't your grease on the blind?
Or I kill you.
Peace.
Signing out.